Alright everyone, let's get warmed up. We're about to worship, so get a little bounce going. I know you don't have Cheetos, but I'm the only one who gets Cheetos. Don't forget to stretch. The stretching. Oh, my arm. I'm not used to stretching. How do you do this thing? Now go up on your toes, down, and here, up on your toes, down again. Okay, I'm really tired. I don't know if I can keep with this thing. It's all about getting your body moving. You don't want to tear any hamstrings or shoulder muscles while you're praising God. You're praising Jesus. How do you guys do this for so long? I'm exhausted. Oh, cheater break. All right, let's get back into it. Get ready. Get ready. Here we go.
Waking up knowing there's a reason. All my dreams come alive. Life is for living. With you, I've made my decision. You lift me up, fill my eyes with wonder. Forever young in your love, this freedom's untainted. With you, no moment is wasted. Sun now bursting through the clouds, black and white, turn to color all around. All is new in the Savior I have found. This is living now. This is living now. You lead the way, got you right beside me. In your love, I'm complete. There's nothing like living with you. This life you created, I choose. See the sun now bursting through the clouds, black and white, turn to color all around. All is new in the Savior I have found. This is living now.
Is it love? If it was, am I living it? Do I live in it? So astounding. Love is an ocean, you can drown me. The sweet embrace, the lovely taste, I taste and see. I'm under grace, the place to be. It means I'll never need an umbrella. I'm cool in the cold, in the hot weather. Whether or never I ever understand, I'm a man in the hands of great plans. I stand with faith there in a life I never known to touch. And still outside my clutch, but I'm like, what's the dream of? What's the hope in? What's to die for? Live to no end. This is living. The life I've been given's a gift. If I'm a living, I'ma live it to death. So what's the dream of? What's the hope in? What's to die for? And live to no end. This is living. The life I've been given's a gift. If I'm a living, I'ma live it to death. Yeah.
This is living now. You take me higher than I've been before. It's your perfect love that sees me soar. God, your freedom is an open door. You are everything I want and more.
I've heard 1,000 stories of what they think you're like, but I've heard tender whispers of love in the dead of night, and you tell me that you're pleased and that I'm never alone. You're a good, good father. It's who you are. It's who you falling, when fear is coming, still you're calling me. When faith is lost and my hope exhausted, you will be my strength. When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. Yeah, I've decided I'm not giving up, 'cause you won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go now. I feel it breaking out like an echo, echo in my soul. In every season, you keep repeating promises to me. Whoa, now there's no stopping what you have started until it is complete. When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. Yeah, I decided I'm not giving up, 'cause you won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. No, I feel it breaking out like an echo, echo in my When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. Yeah, I've decided I'm not giving up, 'cause you won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. No, I feel it breaking out, breaking out. Hey, your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. No, I feel it breaking out like an echo, echo in my soul. In my The Church Kids Show.
Happy Thanksgiving, Church Kids!
Well, technically we still have 4 days until Thanksgiving, but happy Thanksgiving anyways.
Yep, and guess what Thanksgiving means?
It means giving thanks.
Okay, yes, but also it means that it's almost time for Christmas, which means it's my most favorite holiday ever, and I can't wait. We're gonna bake cookies, make gingerbread houses, sing Christmas carols, wear fun little Christmas
Okay, whoa, slow down, Tracy. You can't just skip over Thanksgiving like that. This is a very important holiday. We have to remember to take time and thank God for all the blessings He has given us.
Okay, you're right.
Tracy, what are some things that you are thankful for this Thanksgiving?
I'm thankful for my dog Marley, my house, my family, and I'm thankful for quesadillas because that's my favorite food.
Okay, pretty nice. I'm thankful for my mom, my chinchilla Greg, Cheetos, cheese puffs, well, cheese kind of in general. I mean...
Okay, you know what else we could be thankful for, Charles? Our legacy offering.
Oh yeah! Church kids, you did an amazing job raising money for Legacy Offering.
Yes, great job. I am so thankful for everything we're going to be able to do in Church Kids because of your generosity in our legacy offering.
Speaking of generosity, I can't wait to learn more about what it means to be generous today.
Me too! This is our final week talking about generosity, and it's going to be epic. But before we start, we have a quick Thanksgiving-themed competition, and Church Kids, we're gonna need your help.
Yes! I always love a good competition.
Great! Okay, so for today's game, we're gonna need construction paper and glue sticks.
Got the glue sticks, got the construction paper.
Perfect. Okay, so the purpose of today's game is that we have to make a turkey, a paper turkey, with only construction paper and glue sticks.
You've done this before, haven't you?
No.
I just came up with an idea. I'm not gonna tell you. Can we use
You
pencils?
can't use origami. No, all you can do is paper and glue sticks. That's it.
Okay.
However you want to do it.
I'm nervous. Wait, can we use these crayons?
No,
These are supplies on our table.
you can only use construction paper and glue sticks.
And no scissors. Oh, we're not cutting it out.
You can only use construction paper and glue sticks.
So the first thing I thought, I was like, so we have to rip the paper? But I'm like, oh.
Yes.
Oh.
What?
So we're not just folding it.
Well, you
Can I use this?
construction paper? Sure.
I don't want it.
Use whatever you want.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Okay, so this is taking longer than I think we expected. So I think we should probably go to a game.
Probably.
And then we'll come back and you can see the final result.
Okay, let's check it out.
Yeah!
Hello, Church Kids friends. It's me, Teacher Jeremiah, and we about to party it up with this game. This game is called Hanger Danger, or Hanger Danger, or Hanger Danger. Nah, we're just gonna keep it Hanger Danger. For this game, all you're gonna need is 6 hangers, like these right here. 6 hangers. And the point of the game is super easy. You're gonna have 1 minute to stack all 6 hangers in a chain link as so, but you're gonna need all 6 of them in a row. If you can do that in under 60 seconds, go ahead and take a picture and tag us on Instagram at Chamber Center Church Kids. Alright, if you got 6 hangers and you're ready to go, count down from 3 and let's play. 3, 2, 1, go!
There's several ways you could judge this, Church Kids, and I will explain.
Whose is best?
No.
Is how we're gonna judge it.
Best is relative.
Who
best
did a better
color,
job?
best craftsmanship, most accurate. There's so many
Best.
ways.
Best is how you should.
So many ways to go about
Judge
this.
it.
Okay, we're out of time.
Okay. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
That's like,
Well,
what would his name be?
it's like a potato with carrots. This is not a sheep. This is actually this kind of looks like a Pokemon.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my winner's crown.
What is it called?
Now.
What is his name? I can't remember his name.
Cute, you guys.
The Pokemon's right here. What's his name? I don't remember.
Who's that Pokemon?
I don't
is
know.
his name?
For the
That's
second
what he
time,
kinda looks
I've never seen Pokemon. Ah, stop! Oh my word!
Church kids, vote for me. Vote for this.
It was a really valiant effort.
It was Valiant.
Look at this beauty. I am actually very impressed. I'm not a very artistic person.
So which side is the front?
This side.
What's that orange thing in the middle?
It's his little wing.
Wait, hold on.
They've seen it.
That's his wing.
Yes. Like his little, you know.
Looks like a
how
gumdrop.
Birds have the little side feathers.
Well, cast your votes.
Okay, church kids, can you guess who we have coming up next in the show?
Is it Timmy the Tankful Turkey?
Who?
Tommy the Tiny Tuna?
I have no idea who these people are.
How about Tucker the Ticklish?
Okay. Nope. I'll give you a hint. He's going to tell us all about what it means to be generous.
Oh, Gary the Generous Gorilla. Wait, those G's
Charles.
are not quite lined up. It's a soft G or soft
Charles.
G.
It's the same person who's been teaching us about our memory verse all month long. Okay, anyway, let's just check it out.
Oh, I know. It's Frank the Funny Frere. Frank the Funny Falafel.
Nope.
Greetings! I'm Professor Cheeto, and I'm here to teach you a little bit about Luke 6:38, which says, "Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be put into your lap. For with the measure you use it, it will be measured back to you." Wow, what a mouthful. What a word load. I'm out of metaphors. Anyways, since this verse has a lot going on, I think we should do some analysis to figure out what it's teaching us. Let's start with the first part. Give, and it will be given to you. Well, this is pretty simple. If you give, then a blessing will come back your way. Simple enough. But how about the next part? A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over. What does this mean? This means that your giving creates a sort of reaction of blessing that comes back to you. Kind of like when you give some Mentos to a Coca-Cola. Think of the Coca-Cola as blessings in your life, and then Mentos as when you choose. Wait, I probably shouldn't do this inside. Let's head out for a second. Gotta find a good spot. So anyways, where was I? Oh yes, that's right. So think of the Coca-Cola as blessings in your life, and these Mentos is when you choose to give. Let's see what happens. Let's get them all in there, all of them and all. Let's see. Oh my goodness, there it goes. Pressed down, shaking together, and running over. How about that? What an incredible way of showing the reaction that happens when we choose to give. Incredible, simply incredible. Well, I can't think of any more experiments that are suitable for representing this verse, but let me know if you can think of any. I guess that wraps up our analysis of this verse. I hope to see you again soon for some more experimentation, you bunch of Cheetos. Here we go. Oh, give, and it will come back to you. It's coming back, coming back. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Yep. Give, and it will come back to you. Said it's coming back, coming back. Give to the Lord. Let's change it up a little bit. Give, and it will come back to you. It will come back, it will come back. We sing. Pressed down, shaking together and running over. Give, and it will come back to you. It will come back, it will come back. Give to the Lord. Alright, let me tell you something about giving. When you give, it comes back to you. Yep. Shaking round together, boiling like a pot of stew. Give me one, nope, two, nope, three more times to give. I think I'll be generous as long as I shall live. Cause generosity is my morning cup of tea. It really gives me the greatest type of energy. Jesus sees you give, thinks it's really great. Yep. Now let's go back to check out Luke 6:38. Oh, give, and it will come back to you. It will come back, it will come back. We sing, press down, shaking together and running over. Give, and it will come back to you. It will come back, it will come back. When you give to the Lord. When you give the who, when you give the who. When you give to the Lord. It will come back when you give the who. When you give to the Lord. Tracy, do you know what my favorite Thanksgiving food is?
What?
Pumpkin pie!
Where in the world did that come from? How long has it been over there?
This is so good.
I wish I had a pumpkin pie.
Yeah, right? I bet a lot of people wish they had a pumpkin pie. This is awesome. Oh, you know what? I have a second pumpkin pie for Mr. Rex. Here you go, Mr. Rex. Go ahead and eat up, my friend. Yeah, take your time.
Okay.
Don't forget to clean your mouth.
Okay, well, I guess while Charles and Rex are enjoying their pumpkin pies all to themselves, we will check out today's lesson on being generous.
Yes, I love being generous. I'm actually so good at being generous that I'm not really sure what I can take from this lesson. But, well, who knows, I guess, right? We'll see, right? Right?
Do you speak English?
Yes. Yeah, just kidding. He probably thought I just bad.
Do you think having money is bad?
Are you talking about money? Bucks? Cabbage? Cash?
Is having money bad? Are you really asking me, is having money bad?
No, money's not bad. Money's great. I've got big plans with my money. I'm saving it up so I can buy a rocket and blast the moon out into smithereens. I'm planning on destroying the moon. Have I told you that, Daryl?
Isn't money the root of all evil?
No, money's not the root of all evil. The taco I had last night's the root of all evil. If you know what I'm saying. Oh my gosh, my stomach. What are you talking about? Are you talking about dough? Coin? Currency?
How can money help?
Once I get that money, I'm gonna spend it on a brand new video game. I get $58. I get $59. I get $60, I spend it. It's gone.
Like, I'm a giver, so like, I want to give it all away. But my parents are like, hey, you can't give away everything that you have because like we bought it for you. And I'm like, well, that doesn't sound very generous.
How do you make money?
I don't know, I just take it from other dinosaurs. And then I like spending it at the dino store.
Hey, street man, you talking about legal tender? You talking about lolly?
Do you two fight about money?
Oh, we're roommates, and yeah, we get into it. We definitely do. No, we never. I mean, I don't remember us having ever any fights about money. Dude, you never pay for your half of anything. What are you talking about, man? And I did the dishes last night. I'm not talking about the dishes. It's about favors. I scratch his scales, he scratches mine. I don't have scales. I've never had scales. I've never had scales.
I don't really have any fights about money because I don't really have any money. My mom and dad fight about money a lot, I can tell you that. What's that Target box on the front porch? And my mom was like, I didn't do anything. I didn't order anything. We needed new candles. I'm sorry. And then we have a lot of candles.
I'm not done yet. You talking about pelf? You talking about loot?
Can you be generous without money?
No, of course not. You need money to be generous. Everybody knows that.
Generous? Without money? I've never thought of that. I mean, I don't have money because I'm a horse.
What, you want to know about tender? Is that what it is? Well, I could tell you. What was the question?
Paul writes to Timothy, wanna change
wanted to do good. They should be rich in good works and generous to those in need. Paul says to teach your sisters and your brothers, always be ready to share with others. They should be rich in good works and generous to those in need. By doing this, they will be storing up their treasure as a good foundation for the future, so that everyone may experience true life. Paul sends a warning, wealth will never fill the void. Put your trust in what can never be destroyed. May we be rich in good works and generous to those in need. May we be rich in good works and generous to those in need.
Cold, hard cash. I mean, when you think about it, it's really just paper, but it's a good thing we have it. Before money, people had to barter like this. Hey, can I give you a full wrap bag for that full bag of beans? A full wrap bag? That's a barter bargain. Here you go. Hey, this is only a half full wrap bag. This was not a fair exchange of rats and beans. The problem was determining a fair value. We needed something that we could all agree could be exchanged for goods and services. So the solution was money. And I mean actual paper money. I'm not just saying like the solution was money. That was so money. I'm saying like we needed money. I'm saying like that solution was paper dollar bills. Which one of these historical mega all-stars was instrumental in designing the first colonial money? Was it A, Benjamin Franklin, B, George Washington, C, Thomas Jefferson, or D, Aaron Burr? It wasn't Mr. Aaron Burr, sir. You guys only know these names because of Hamilton. I'm just pointing that out. If you said A, you get an A+. Mr. Penny saved is a penny earned. Benjamin Franklin was the first person to print colonial money. And he put all kinds of phrases and pictures on the money so that you might actually learn something when you're inspecting those dollar bills to make sure that they're actually real. He wanted money to, quote, make an impression on the mind. And those colonial dollar bills, the denominations were all over the place. There was like an $80 bill and a $6 bill with a picture of a beaver on it. I know this one's not fake because it's got the picture of a beaver on it. Speaking of forgotten denominations, which of these coins never existed in American currency? Was it A, the half penny, B, the half dime, C, the trime, or D, the 30-cent piece? If you said C, the trime actually existed. Look it up. It's a 3-cent dime. It's a real thing. I wish we still had the trime. That sounds pretty cool. Hey man, you got any trimes? I'm trying to get a soda. No, actually, it's D. It's the 30-cent piece. I made that one up. Back in the day, colonial money was weird and wonderful. Back then, you could get a full wrap bag for only 5 trimes. You know, today, we're so used to the way our money works, we rarely stop to think about what's actually on it or how much it's actually worth. Jesus knew that money was going to make an impression on our minds, so he determined where you could add the most value with your giving. Let's say you get some money. You're probably going to spend some of it. That's cool. And I know you're going to save some of it because that's really smart. But the first thing you're going to do, because you live a life of generosity, is you're going to look for an opportunity to give some of it away. That's where Jesus said we should start with our tithes and our offerings. Oh man, we've all heard this before. What does tithe mean? Come on, shout it out. 10%. We already know this, right? We hear this all the time. It's 10%. A tithe is giving back to God 10% of what he gave to us. And then an offering is anything above and beyond that. As you plan to be generous, Jesus told us who we should give our money to. He said we should focus our giving on people with needs and people sowing seeds. People with needs are orphans, widows, people dealing with poverty or food scarcity. And then people sowing seeds are people in the local church and missionaries. Do you have any idea how much the world can change when you give to people with needs and people sowing seeds? You're participating in the restoration of the world. Your giving is a chance to put the world back to the way that God intended it. You're adding value. So look for ways to be generous. Start with 10%, but don't stop there. Make an impression on some minds by living a generous, generous life.
I'm the quiz man. Goodbye.
Mark and Luke were friends of Jesus who loved to tell stories about him and what they saw Jesus do when he was on earth. One story they both tell is about a time when Jesus was sitting in the temple watching people put money in the offering box. He was watching as crowds of wealthy people were bringing large sums of money to give. They dropped off any extra treasure they had laying around. But then, a widow who was poor and didn't have much walked up to the box. She pulled 2 small coins out of her pocket. These coins weren't symbols of wealth. They were the smallest currency available, called mites. They were like pennies. It was all she had, and she gladly put it all into the offering. Jesus jumps up and says, "Did you see that?" His disciples gathered around. Mark and Luke were ready to take notes. Jesus said, "That woman just gave the most." Somebody was probably like, "But it was only 2 small coins. Didn't you see that wheelbarrow of cash that the last guy brought?" And Jesus says, "Can't you see? She gave everything she had. Her 2 small coins are worth more because it was a sacrifice. That was all she had to live on." Instead of applauding the way the wealthy people gave, Jesus gave his recognition to the devotion of the poor widow. She made it a priority to give to others over her own needs. It might seem upside down, but that's how God's economy works. Just like Jesus saw the widow's heart, God sees your heart when you give. Generosity isn't always about how much you give, but also how much it costs.
This month, we've been talking all about generosity, and today I wanted to just speak to you about one of the lies that people talk about when it comes to generosity, and that is this, that you have to have money and give money to be generous. Although having money and being able to give money is a great way to be generous, another way that you can be generous is by giving of your time. Maybe it's simply just giving somebody a piece of encouragement or making somebody's day by shooting me a text message saying, "Hey, hope you're doing well, I'm praying for you." And the last way that you can be generous is through your talents, whether that's serving at your campus on the weekend or serving a neighbor, or like we are today, serving with one of your local mission partners. And here's the deal when it comes to being generous. You can't just accidentally be generous. You have to plan to be generous. It is said, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. And so with your generosity, make a plan. If you're going to go serve somewhere, write it on your calendar, call ahead, make sure they know you're coming. Or maybe you're gonna serve the homeless. You can always just pack a bag full of bread and snacks. That way, if you see somebody in need, you can simply give it to them. But just like I said, you can't just accidentally be generous. You have to plan to be generous. And be prayerful with your generosity. Don't just give randomly. Ask God what it is that He wants you to give, and then follow and trust in Him.
Hey church kids, it's me, Gabby, and I'm back again for another rapid recap to talk to you guys again about generosity. So like last week, I talked about how sometimes it's really hard for me to be generous, especially when I have to share my hot Cheetos. But this week, I want to talk to you guys about how fun it can be to be generous. So the Bible says in Proverbs 11:24 that the world of the generous gets larger and larger, but the world of the stingy gets smaller and smaller. And it is so totally true. So one of the things that I've noticed is that my favorite thing to be generous with is my talents. So I bet you're all super good at something, right? So you might be super good at math, or you might be super good at basketball. And how fun is it to be generous and teach someone how to play basketball or how to do math, especially if you're super, super good at it. I am not super good at math. In fact, I'm super terrible at math. And so I love it when my friends are generous with me and they help me with my math. And it makes me so happy to be generous. So don't forget to share your talents with someone that you know. And also don't forget that it's a great day to be a church kid.
Tracy, I think I just realized something.
What's that, Charles?
Well, I'm not being a very generous friend by keeping my pile to myself. Would you like some? I have an extra fork.
Sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So nice of you. Church kids, we hope you have a great Thanksgiving this week, and we will see you back next week for our first ever Christmas episode.
Yes! Oh, and before you go, don't forget, it's a great day
to be a church kid! Yeah!
Tiny pies! Tiny pies!